earning their pearls of sharing. And so, Caitlin, I don't know if you know this, but you already earned your pearl earrings and pearl bracelet because you added your first two team members. And then you're earning, I think this will be 5 MKQ&As.
Earning their pearls of sharing.
For, oops.
And so,
okay, there. Okay. It was talking to me. This will, okay, so we did 2, 3, 4, and Carla will be 5. So you, after this, you're going to have earn all your pearls. All your pearls, Caitlin. Congratulations. Yay. And so McKenna, this is your first, first MKQ&A. So the way you earn your pearls of sharing is with your first 5 MKQ&As or with each team member that you add. So Caitlin's added 2 team members, and this is her 5th. She has 5 MKQ&As that she's done. So that's how she earned all her pearls. So Mom, Kristen, thanks so much for helping your daughter. Okay, so I just want to thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know everybody's busy right now. It's the end of the month for us. We've got lots of things going on. That's why we kind of grouped this together. And normally I kind of do a one-on-one, but I was like, we got to get some we got to get these done with so y'all can get entered into the Lululemon. We've got a challenge for our unit to do 50 MKQ&As. And so y'all are helping. Your consultant could, because you're on here, your consultant can earn a image consultation, an image and style consultation, a one-on-one consultation with an image expert named Miranda Rains. And she's amazing. And she helps you like with clothes to wear for your body shape and like clothes, what colors are the best and all that kind of stuff. And if you have purchased, I think all of y'all have purchased something from your Mary Kay consultant, you'll also get an invitation to her like Color Yourself Beautiful or Color for All Seasons in April. We do a quarterly event where she's the guest speaker and she does a trend report for the new season. So y'all have earned that too, but your consultant could, and y'all could earn that at that event. Like we do a giveaway for the guest at that event. So thank you so much. It's a win-win for everybody. It's a win-win for everybody. And this is education for our new consultants. We've got Althea and Aletha and McKenna and Caitlin on today that are new consultants. So this is education for them. And then I'm recording it for training purposes as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for submitting your questions. I am not going to go through every single question. So what I'm doing is I've seen kind of a trend of questions that a lot of you have. Okay. And if you have some additional questions, I'll give you some time at the end to this wasn't answered. And I'm really curious about this. So I'll give you some time at the end. So first of all, we're going to drop in the chat. Okay. Since it is, or you can shout it out. You can either drop in the chat or shout it out. I just want to introduce myself. And my name is Cindy Shepa, and I've been growing my business now for 23 years. I just celebrated 23-year anniversary on the 14th, Valentine's Day. Can't believe it. It's the longest thing I've done anything in my life. Even be with a guy. So I started just a quick background about me, just so y'all know who I am. I started, I was a young teacher, single, living month to month on my paycheck. And I just honestly started for the money and to be able to pay off my $8,000 in credit card debt that I had built up. And all I could pay was the minimum balance with my teacher salary. And it didn't matter how hard I worked as a teacher, I'd make the same amount of money as the person that went home when the kids went home. So I needed to do something to change the financial place that I was in, right? And also I was looking for towards the future. My mentor always says, you want to finance a dream, immediate dream, and then you want to finance for the future, right? So like Aletha, we talked the other day, and she wants to pay for her kids' sports. That's what she wants to do with her Mary Kay money, all of her kids' sports. She's got 4 kids. Well, one of them's not in sports because she's like little bitty. There she is right there. But her future dream is to take her whole family to Hawaii. And so we're all about financing dreams in Mary Kay. And the first dream that I financed in Mary Kay was to pay off that $8,000 in credit card debt. And I got to do it in 4 months of starting this business of just really working it part-time, just, holding a couple appointments a week. And so that was the first dream I financed. And then, when I decided to start, I was looking towards my future, and I knew that I wanted to get married. I knew that I wanted to have babies, and I knew I wanted to stay home with them, but still have a career and have a way to bring home income to my family. So I thought that this would be the perfect way to, just kind of stick my toe in. I didn't have a lot of time when I started, very, very limited time to actually work my business. But I learned how to work smart and not hard, right? But I knew I wanted to build something that I would be able to leave my teaching career, because I knew I wasn't called to teach the rest of my life. I never thought that Mary Kay would have been my dream job, though. Y'all, I honestly just thought I'm just gonna make a little bit extra money on the side, right? But God has transformed it into a life that I never ever believed that I would ever live. Just a life of abundance and blessings. And I'm so thankful that I said yes 23 years ago this month. So I got to pay off that debt. I was able to retire from teaching before I was 30. Because I was making more part-time in Mary Kay than I was a full-time teacher. And there's Carla. And so I was able to retire from teaching very early. And I have pursued my Mary Kay business ever since. And the first dream I financed was my paying off $8,000 in debt. My biggest dream I have financed is retiring my husband from his job in corporate America 7 years ago. So he could come home and be with his family and pursue a real estate career. And I know that Kristen is pursuing that soon as well, a real estate career. So that's kind of my story. I started for the money. I'm just going to be real with you guys. I was very, very limited on time, but I knew if I didn't do something to change, nothing would change. Like, I would always be living month to month on my paycheck, right? And so I was willing to take a step of faith and try something new that I had never done before. And I didn't even wear makeup, y'all. I mean, it was like no entrepreneurs in my family, nothing like that. Hey, Carla. Yay, I'm glad you made it. So, but I was willing to do that because I knew that if I didn't do something to change, nothing would change. And I would still be in that financial position that I was in, 23 years ago. And I also, I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for the income that the executive income that Mary Kay has provided for over the last 23 years, but I am most thankful for the person God has grown me into through the journey I've taken in this business, and being able to have a platform to enrich women's lives externally through this product, this incredible product that changes faces. Like, this is the reason nobody can guess my age, and I love that, right? So externally through this product, internally through this business opportunity, and to a place to grow from the inside out, and really truly helping women to become the people God made them to be, and eternally, and changing eternal addresses. That is my mission. And our goal this year as a team. So, McKenna and Caitlin and Aletha, is that right? Okay. I always get your name wrong. Why do I get your name wrong? Okay. I always question, right? They are a part of this dream that we have to be $1 million unit, like to sell $1 million in a year, and to be one of the top 3 units at our seminar in July in North Carolina, in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the reason why that is just this dream is because 23 years ago, in July, 23 years ago, Tiffany, thank you so much for turning on your camera. I love to see y'all's beautiful faces, okay? Tiffany cracks me up, y'all. Like, when we did her skincare consultation, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. So, I love the relationships. But 23 years ago, when I went to seminar for the very first time, and I was a newer consultant, I'd been in for 5 months or so, 6 months, and I went and I sat in the audience, and I saw those directors, those top directors, walk across the stage, and I saw the nationals walk across the stage and tell their story, and I lost it, y'all. I lost it, like ugly girl cry, like snot. I mean, just like it was bad, hyperventilating almost. Like it was, but God really was. First of all, he was convicting me because I only had one team member on my team. I was all about just selling, 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 selling. And I was good at it because I love people, and I'm good with people. And that's what it's about. It's really about making connections and building relationships and meeting a need. And so he was like, Cindy, this is the greatest opportunity in the world for women, and you're not passing it on. How dare you? And so it changed my heart. And he said, he called me to leadership. That's where I felt the call to leadership in that moment. And I visualized myself on that seminar stage in front of 10,000 people, sharing my story and giving him glory. And that has been my vision for 23 years. For 23 years, that's been my vision. And we got like this close last year to that vision becoming a reality. When you're a top 3 unit, the director gets to speak on the seminar stage and tell her story. We were number 4. But God's been preparing me, right? He's been preparing me, right? Humbling me, all the things. And so I truly do believe, even though it doesn't look like it in the scoreboard, I truly, truly believe that that I was made for a time such as this. And by you guys just being on here today and supporting your Mary Kay girl and letting yourself be open to just listening and finding out the information about this Mary Kay thing. You are part of that vision, that mission, and that goal. So I just want to thank all of you, the consultants and the guests that are on here, from the bottom of a very grateful heart, for just taking the time out today. This may or may not be for you, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. But I believe that smart women listen and find out and ask questions for themselves so they can make an educated decision. So give yourself a big pat on the back because you're pretty smart for hopping on here today. So thank you. So I talked a little bit about dreams, okay? And the dreams that I got to finance, that's just a couple. I've financed so many through the years, right? Because I made the decision to start a Mary Kay business. So I want you guys to dream for a second. I want all of you, okay, consultants and guests on here. I want all of y'all to dream for a second. I want you to imagine that you had an extra $500 or an extra $1,000 a month, okay? What dream would you want to finance with that extra money? Just drop it in the chat, or if you're courageous and don't have a lot of background noise, you can share it because I'd love to hear it. Okay, so anybody want to share their dreams? Anybody want to share their dreams? Okay, I'm going to look in the chat. I hope there's going to be some interaction. This is an interactive.
I'm brave. I'm brave. Immediately I'd like to pay for Emily's gymnastics. That's like
Yes,
my immediate
that's your
thing.
right now goal.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
And
my
then
right
what's
now.
the big dream?
Ron just told me what my big dream was going to be, and that was to fund a family cruise to go on in 2 years.
I love
So
it. Okay.
yeah, he's like, we
Disney
he said we
trip.
have to. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Morgan, Disney trip. I love that. I took my family, my whole entire family, even my 75-year-old mom at the time. Now she's 80, about to be 81. I took my whole family right before COVID, that fall before COVID. I took them all on a trip to Disney. And my mom had never even been to Disney, y'all, in all 75 years she's been alive. And I did it, Morgan, this is gonna blow your mind. I did it on 10% of my sales for the year. I put away 10% of my sales for a year and took my whole entire family and paid for everything for Disney. Mic drop. Right? Does that kind of blow your mind a little bit? You're like, whoa, right? If you ever been to Disney before, it's a little expensive. Okay. So I love that. I love that, Morgan. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Anybody else have anything they said? My dream job is okay, wait. My dream job is spoiled. Is spoiled housemate. Don't dream of what does that say?
Laborious
Laborious
things.
things? Laborious.
Yes.
You've got like big words, Tiffany.
Sorry. I I sound dumb, but I got a pretty good vocabulary.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I love it. I love it, y'all. I don't know about you guys, but before Mary Kay, I was dream handicapped. And the biggest dream that I had was to be able to pay all my bills and not have to eat ramen noodles at the end of the month. And y'all, God made me a dreamer. He made me a dreamer. Like when I was little, I thought I was going to go into the Peace Corps and I was going to marry a hot doctor and we were going to save the world together. Like that's what I dreamt of. And then life set in. Has that ever happened to you guys? Like, do you feel like you've become a little dream handicapped? Like it's really hard for you to like dream big right now? Well, we're all about helping to finance those dreams and make those dreams a reality. Mary Kay has given me that vehicle, the ability to dream again in that vehicle to make those dreams a reality, far beyond what I could have ever imagined. Okay. So let's draw. I have a couple of other questions before I dive into y'all's questions. Okay. So what do you feel like that you would love more of in your life right now? What do you feel like you would love more of in your life right now? You can drop it in the chat or you can take yourself off mute and share it. What do you feel like you would love more of? And consultants can share too. Don't all talk at one time though.
Money, of course.
Money, okay, that's money. And guess what the other top answer is? Time. Those are the two things that most people say is money and time. Okay. And so that is something that I always ask because I always want my people to live an abundant life. And I want them, we're called to more, right? And I want them to have an abundant life. We're not called to scarcity. We're not called to scarcity. We're called to more, right? Okay, so the last question before we answer these questions is, hold on, I left my brain just had a little brain fart. I forgot what I was going to ask. What do you want? The dream? What do you want more of in your life? Oh, I know. What brings you joy? Like what puts a smile on your face? What brings you joy? Okay, I'm gonna pull up the chat. Okay. So, Carla said, lighting, we are looking dark on Carla. Carla on her questions, she said, she goes, how's your day? That was her fifth question. She goes, I don't know any other questions. So she's like, how's your day going? Like, I love Carla. Okay. So that's funny. My husband just got me a ring light because it broke. So look, there's a little ring light. So that's how I've got light. Yeah. So, okay. So anybody else want to share like what you need more of in your life or what brings you joy? Is it your family? Is it your friendships? Is it your career? Is it like what brings you joy? What puts a smile on your face? Okay. Helping people. I know that was Caitlin was like helping people. That's what brings her joy. Okay. So now we're going to dig in. I'm just going to pull out a few of yours, Aletha's and Amber's questions here too. Okay. So we're just going to I'm going to pull out a question from each of you guys. Okay. Because there's one, two, three, four. There's four on right now. Who are we missing? I thought we were missing one of your people. Okay, you have three. Okay. Okay. So, Tiffany, I'm going to pull my favorite question for you, Tiffany. Okay. Okay. I love this one, Tiffany. Okay. So she asked, how much commission does a consultant earn from sales? A lot of y'all ask about money here. Because y'all, a lot of people start this business to make an extra stream of income, right? Because look at the economy right now. I mean, let's just be real. Forbes magazine said you need to make an extra $5,400 a year just to maintain your living expenses, like your current living expenses. You need to increase your income by $5,400 a year. I don't know about y'all's jobs, but when I was a teacher, there was nothing I could do to increase my income. Not a single thing. I could be the best teacher in the whole world, and I'd make exactly the same amount of money as the person that went home when the kids went home. So I'm so thankful that I have control over my income and I can make extra money when I want it. So the commissions from the sales, I love that question because we have the highest commissions in the direct sell company, in any direct sell company in the nation. It's 50%. And our commissions are different, Tiffany, than any other direct sell company. There's no other company that does a commission schedule like Mary Kay. Okay. So most companies, I don't know, drop in the chat if you've ever done any kind of direct sales in your life. Okay. Drop that in the chat. Okay. Most companies, what they do is that when you sell their product, they give you a commission, right? They give you a commission, like they give you a check for whatever their commission was. Okay. So Morgan, you have, what is your, do you mind dropping what your company is? And you can tell us if it was different. Go ahead.
Usborne, or now it's called Paper Pie, the kids' books.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. I haven't heard of Paper Pie. What was it originally? What'd you say it was?
It used to be Usborne Books.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, and I don't know how your pay schedule worked, but the way that it works with Mary Kay is Mary Kay is our wholesaler. It's kind of like, like if you know of somebody that has a boutique, right? And they go to market and they buy wholesale, right? At that boutique, they buy all the products at wholesale at a discounted price. And then they come back to the boutique and they put it in their boutique and they sell it at a retail. And that's how they make their profit. Okay. From the sale of their goods, right? So with Mary Kay, it's the same way. Mary Kay is our wholesaler. So we buy from Mary Kay for $1 and we sell for $2. So what I love about that is, first of all, Mary Kay has no control over our customers. They have no control over our sales, or our sales that we do, like our special deals that we do. They have no control over our hostess credit. We have complete control. We are independent contractors with Mary Kay with the right to run our business the way that we want to. So they're not dictating how we run our business. Amen to that, right? And amen to the fact that we don't have to wait to get paid. Like every day can be a payday. You just call your customer and say, hey, I just want to see if there's anything you need to keep you looking gorgeous. And they're like, yeah, I need this, this, and this. And then they pay you. And then you give them the product, right? And so for instance, this is my favorite product on the planet. It's nourishing oil. If you do not have this in your life, just trust me, you need it in your life. It smells like heaven. It's so good. So good. Okay. And it retails for $50. Okay. So when I sell this product, say I were to sell this product to Carla, okay, she would pay me $50 plus the tax. Okay. And then $25 of it would belong to my business. Okay. So I'd either order it from the company, or if I had it, I just give it to her, right, and reorder it. And $25 would go in my pocket. Okay. That's just an example. Okay. So that is one way that we make our money in Mary Kay. That's a commission that we make from our sales. Any questions on that before I move into the second way we make our money in Mary Kay? There's lots of avenues of income. There's lots of streams of income on Mary Kay, but the two main ones is one through the retail sell and one through passing on the business opportunity like we're doing right now. And so if Carla, Morgan, Tiffany, Kristen, if you guys decided, you know what, this sounds good. Like, what do I have to lose? Like, worst thing that could happen is I get this product for 50% off. So the cool thing is you not only buy the product from the company for 50% off and sell it for retail, you also get your own product for 50% off. So like, this is mine and I get it for 50% off. I'm twice as cute for half the price. That's cool. Right? That's awesome. That everybody should be laughing here. Okay. That was a joke. It's a joke. Okay. Okay. Is that funny? So you also save money. So you make money and you save money. And like, the worst thing that could happen is that you save money. Okay. By saying yes to this. Okay. So here's the deal is that we also have another stream of income that's completely separate. It's called dual marketing. It's not MLN. It's not a pyramid. That is not Mary Kay. It is called dual marketing because there's two separate ways, main ways that we make our money. And that 50%, guess what? The very brand new baby beauty consultant buys for $1 and sells for $2. And the $1 million sales director or national that's been in for 60 years buys for $1 and sells for $2. Every single person. That's not impacted, right? At all. Okay. So you also have an opportunity to share this business and pass it on to others and give others the gift of Mary Kay. You know, I tell my people all the time that this business, this is the welcome gift. This is Aletha's welcome gift. Aletha, this is your little welcome gift that will be mailed to you. Okay, so everybody gets a welcome gift in Mary Kay. Okay, so I picture Mary Kay as this beautifully wrapped gift, and what our job to do is to give the gift. It's up to the person. It's up to Morgan or Tiffany or Carla or Kristen. It's up to you to open it up and find out what's inside for you. Okay, and you may decide after hearing the facts about the business, it's not for me. And that's okay. You could just give this gift to somebody else. You could be a talent scout for your consultant, okay? Which we love our talent scouts and we reward them. Okay. Okay. So that's fine. But the cool thing is, y'all, is that you never know what gifts you're going to find, what blessings you're going to find in your gift of Mary Kay, unless you say yes. Right? I never imagined, I thought I was just gonna make a little bit of extra money. I never imagined that I would find financial independence, that I would find girlfriends from around the world that love me and support me and help me to grow into the person that God made me to be. I never imagined I would find diamonds and dream vacations around the world, all expense paid, or cars, no car payment for 20 plus years. Like I never imagined the life that I would get to live by just making one yes decision and opening up that gift of Mary Kay and finding out what's inside for me. So, okay. So Morgan, your question are, let's see, what sort of perks is there to be a consultant? Oh my goodness. What do you have? Not very much longer because I know somebody's going to, is it Morgan are you going to church in like 10 minutes? It's Carla. Okay. So there is so many perks. The biggest, the first ones is that instant cash, that 50% on everything you sell, the friendship, the community. I think the biggest, my favorite is, it's hard to narrow it down, but probably my favorite perk of this business is the personal growth that I have had through this journey, right? That's my favorite part. I'm a better version of myself today than I was 23 years ago. And if you're a person that is like, I'm good with who I am, I don't really want to be better. I'm good, right? Then that's okay. This isn't for you because you cannot be in this business without growing in some way, shape, or form. Okay. And so that's probably the biggest perk. And next to that is because I have surrounded myself with empowering godly women that have praised me to success. And Mary Kay set this company up with putting the priorities of faith first, family second, career third. And I took the Lord as my business partner. My faith has grown so much through this business journey, and it's been transformed into a ministry and a mission field as well. So there's a ton of perks from prizes to cash to cars to tax deductions. I mean, there's all kinds of perks. Okay. And I could keep you on here forever. And so that one was Morgan. Okay. And then Carla said, when you first start, is it a full-time job? No, most people, probably 85% of the people that say yes to this business are just working it on the side. Just working on the side, just make a little bit extra money on the side. And there's 3 types of consultants in Mary Kay. Okay. So, there is the one is the, what do you call it? What do I call it? Beauty insider. That's my term. Is a beauty insider or a brand ambassador. Some people call it brand ambassador. I call it a beauty insider. And that beauty insider, that's like, Caitlin, her sister Amber decided to start this business as a beauty insider. Okay, so what the Beauty Insider does is they enjoy the discount that you get with Mary Kay, right? Okay, for herself. They also get to stay in the know about new products that are coming out, new trends, all the things, right? And they're really just like the go-to girl for their inner circle of people. Like, hey, I need some nourishing oil. Okay. Like they're just the go-to girl for a few. They're not in it to make money, to finance all these dreams. They are in it to save some money, and they just want to stay in the know about the product. And I do one party once a quarter with their inner circle. So we introduce the new product that's come out and the new trends that have come out with their inner circle. So it helps them to get their product at 50% off or for free. Okay. Depending on, so they just service a few friends and family. So that is the Beauty Insider. The second type of consultant is the person that's just like, I want to save money, but I also want to make a little bit extra money on the side. You know, like there's some things I want to take my family to Disney, or I want to pay off these bills, or I just want some fun money, or I want to pay for sports, right, for my kids. I want to make a little bit extra money on the side. I don't have a whole lot of time to invest in my business, but I just want to make a little bit extra money. Okay, I'm going to build a customer base, make a little bit extra money. Okay. That's the side gig. Okay. And then there's the boss babe. Okay. There's a boss babe, and the boss babe is somebody that comes in, and that's like McKenna. Okay. She's not on right now, but that's like McKenna. McKenna said, Cindy, I want this business as my career. Like I want to do what you're doing. I want to earn the cars. I want to earn the diamonds. I want to earn the trips. I want to earn an executive income, right? That's the boss babe. And that's a person that McKenna's working another job. Like she's not going to like quit her job tomorrow, right? But this is not a job she wants to be in forever. Like she's not called to be a receptionist forever. Okay. So she wants to be on the leadership track. Like she wants to build a team. She wants to build a customer base. She wants to make an executive income with this business and work it as a career. Okay. And she's just 20 something years old, y'all, or 20. I think she's 20. Which it doesn't matter how old you are. Right. So you could work it however you want to work it. That's the cool thing. It's your business. I'm just here. I'm not your boss. I'm just here to give you the tools that you need to be successful. And then Kristen, her question was, what happens if sales goals aren't met? Nothing. Like you set your sales goals. I don't set them for you. Like you decide what you want out of this business. You decide the dreams you want to finance. You decide if you want to be, a brand ambassador or a beauty insider, or you want to work this as a career. Like that's all up to you. So there's no obligation. There's no time obligation. There's no financial obligation except for the $35 to start this business. That's your only obligation. We give you the tools that you need to be successful at this business. It's up to you to use those. So I'm not responsible for your success or failure in this business. My job is just to mentor, coach, and train you. And all I ask of my consultants, if you want to make money with this business, all I ask is that you're coachable and teachable and trainable. That's all I ask. You don't have to know anything. I teach you everything. Okay. So let me see. Okay, these are my. Did I do Tiffany? Did I do one from Tiffany's? I did do one from Tiffany's, didn't I? Okay. And did I do one from Morgan's? Did I pull a question from Morgan's? Okay. So I know that there's a lot of other questions on here, but this is the bottom line. It's $35 to start. It's $35. And with that $35, you get your website for your first full 12 months. Okay. For the first full year, you get your website for free that people can shop online, right? With you 24/7, and you get your pro pay, which is connected to your website. So people can shop and pay right there online. You're not having to connect. You're not having to collect money, right? From people. You get your very own business coach and mentor that will give you the tools that you need to be successful. And y'all, I'm priceless, right? Right, Kaylin? Okay. So you get your business coach, right there. Like I jump out of the box, right? And you get all the back office stuff, anything that you want, like, you're shopping for half off for yourself, any education you want, all of it is there provided for you. It's a debt-free multi-billion-dollar company in 35 countries that's been around for 61 years. Like we're not going anywhere. Okay. There's no other company that has the marketing structure like we do. There's just no other. So, and you get a community and a sisterhood that is unlike anything you've ever like been a part of before, I believe. I was even in a sorority, y'all. And so with that being said, that's your only obligation. Then you get to decide what you want to do with your business. So, okay, so I'm going to ask y'all.
Oh, Carla had posted a question.
Oh,
in
okay,
the
Carla. Yay. Okay, you thought of another one. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So what if right now is not a good time to do this? Will this offer be available down the road? Yes. Yeah, unless they change the $35. They've had the $35 since COVID and they just keep, So unless they change that, yeah, it's always available. Absolutely. But Carla, one thing that I told my director when she was talking about the business is I was like, I think I'm going to do this in the summer. This sounds really good, but I think I'm going to do this in the summer. And I know you're in education too, right? Like I'm super busy right now. And I'm 100%er. Like I'm a person that puts 100% into everything I do. And that I didn't feel like I could put like 100% into Mary Kay because my time was so limited. Are you feeling that? You're like, yes, yes, yes. Okay. And so what I learned to do, she goes, you know what? That's a good point. She said, but are you going to be around all those teachers you're with every day in the summer that are your potential customers? And I was like, no. And she said, how much time do you feel like you could dedicate to your Mary Kay business? So I'm going to ask you this, Carla. If you were to say yes to this business, how much time do you think you could dedicate to it on a weekly basis? Just give me a number.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't really know between the therapies my kids have and then like getting things ready for like the next day. Like there's not a whole lot of time left to squeeze in even a little shower without someone
Yeah.
knocking on the door being like, Mom, I need something. So like I don't know if I had to narrow it down in 7 days, even on the weekends, if I did a whole 7 days. Whew, maybe 2 hours,
Okay.
3 hours tops.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I'm like, whew.
Well, that's actually an appointment, an hour to 2 hours, depending on if it's in person or virtual. Virtual is like 30 minutes. Unless you're doing it on the face, it's an hour. We're like doing a demonstration. But if it's a show and tell, like tomorrow we have a new consultant launch. It's a group because we've got a lot of new consultants right now. So we're doing a group launch tomorrow. It's 30 minutes, and it's virtual, right? And so we even have 15-minute beauty breaks. You're doing one. I mean, we didn't get it. We're rescheduling it, but like we're doing 15-minute beauty breaks, So there's a lot of ways to like sprinkle it in, especially with it being virtual now. Like you have an opportunity to work virtually, right? We also, every Thursday night, I was telling Kristen about this yesterday. We do a live event every Thursday night. Like tomorrow night, we're doing lashes and brows, like a lash and brow clinic with our new like brow and mascara, right? And the cool thing is that you can invite people to our beauty community and maybe you're not even able to get on, right? Maybe you're not available at 7 o'clock tomorrow, right? But you can invite people to get on, and guess what? The cool thing is that if they want something, they just shop with you. So like we really set you up for success, even far more than what like we did when I started, because all we could do was in-person events. And I could work about 6 hours a week, and I held 2 appointments a week, every week. And that's all I could do. And I just put 100% of myself into that 6 hours, right? A couple of hours for the appointments and then like just prep and things like that, driving and all that stuff. And so you can even just like work from your phone. You should work from your phone. I mean, if that's all you could do, like you should work from your phone, and plug people into our events that we have. And so it really is, you get to design your life. That's the cool thing about it. you know? And so, and I work with everybody to find out what dream they want to finance. And then we work out an action plan for you. And within a certain amount of time, like you say, and within the next year, I want to be able to take my kids to Disney, right? And so we work out an action plan for you. And then I say, is that going to fit into your schedule? If you say no, then we just push out the timeline a little bit more, right? Or we see how. I picture this Mary Kay business as this big bowl of ice cream. Like it's my dessert. My plate was overflowing when I started Mary Kay. Sounds like Carla. Anybody have an overflowing plate right now? Okay. So my plate was overflowing when I started. Okay. And so what I did is I treated my Mary Kay as my dessert. And it was like a big bowl of ice cream. And then, you know, what makes the ice cream better though? Like what makes it better? Like hot fudge and sprinkles and all those things. Who likes hot fudge or caramel? Oh my goodness, so good, right? Okay, so when you have a big bowl of ice cream and you add hot fudge to it, does it make it overflow? No. It just goes in through the cracks and the crevices, right? And makes it so much sweeter. So that's what your Mary Kay is that I just teach you how to sprinkle it in and just make your life a little sweeter. Okay, so yeah, good question though, Carla. But it's available. The door is open for you, and we'd love to have you anytime. Okay. Okay. Any other questions before we just close it up? Okay, awesome. So drop in the chat or shout out if you were to say yes to this business, what do you think you would enjoy the most? Drop it in the chat or shout it out. What would you enjoy the most? Don't all talk at once. Tiffany, what would you enjoy the most? She's going to say something funny, y'all. Okay, Morgan said the discount. Okay, I love that. Meeting new people. I love that. Kristen, I love that. Wonderful. Okay. Morgan, what would you enjoy the most?
The discount.
The discount. Okay. Yeah.
When I did Usborne before, I enjoyed the parties, but I don't enjoy having to be timely in responses because I'm a terrible texter. So I
So
enjoy
y'all
the
did mainly like texting parties or how,
no. We did Facebook parties, Facebook in a Facebook group, but following up with people and messaging them and staying on
Yeah.
top of that part got tiresome for me. I loved the excitement of the party and I did like connecting with people, but I don't know.
Yeah, the follow-up. And you know what? I get that. I totally get that. Like I would much rather do something in person because it's easy to just sit down and like and like say, okay, how's your face feel? You know, what would you like to get started with tonight? Like that's easy to do. So there is a little bit of work, you know, but there definitely is fortune in the follow-up, you know. There's a lot of different ways to follow up, but I totally get that. I totally get that from you, Morgan. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, so last question is if I could teach y'all how to just sprinkle this in and bring a little bit more joy and sweetness to your life, maybe a little bit of extra money, maybe a little bit of save some money, would you be open? Bye. Would you be open to learning? You're going to be an A, B, or C. Okay. A is absolutely, it's $35. Worst thing that can happen is I get this product for 50% off. Okay. That's worst thing that can happen. Okay. B is, you know, buy me a Coke or a coffee. Let's talk about it a little bit more. All my questions weren't answered and they may not have been because we had a lot of questions. Or Tiffany, I love the interactions. Okay. Or C is I just know I don't mind paying full price. I just want to be a happy customer and support my Mary Kay consultant as a customer. So drop in the chat or shout out A, B, or C. A, absolutely. It's $35. Oh my gosh. That's not going to change my pocketbook very much, but it could change your life. And B is I have a few more questions that weren't answered. Let's talk again. Or C, I just want to be a happy customer and I don't mind paying full price. Don't all talk at one time. I should have taken a picture before Morgan left, but I'm going to take one now. Y'all smile. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So there's some C's for now. Okay. Maybe an A at some point. Okay. Tiffany said, I would like the interactions with people. I like to make people feel good about themselves and laugh. I know, you're so funny. Plus the money. I love that, Tiffany. Okay. So y'all are C's for now. We love that. We love that C for now and maybe A at some point, depending on how much I love the products. Okay. I get that. That was Caitlin. Caitlin was like, okay, I'm interested, but I gotta use these products, right? Like I gotta get my products in. And so she did, and she fell in love with them. And she's like, I want other people to feel like this, you know, and that's what made her say yes. Okay. Okay. Awesome, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being on. You will all go into the drawing for the Lululemon bag, and your consultant will send you the $500 cash drawing entry too, because y'all get another entry into that. And I appreciate your love.